I chose the 7 most popular text-to-video AI tools, which helps you create videos with one prompt for your Faceless YouTube channel, and we'll be ranking each of them against each other side by side so you can see and decide for yourself which is the best to use, or from this one video, saving you hours of reviews and trying to try them all. And the tools we'll be using are Invideo AI, Fliki, Lucas AI video creator, Kapwing, Flexclip, and Vidnoz. The first section will be judging these tools on other video creation features. If we come on over to our first runner-up, which is Invideo AI, you have the prompt box where you can ask your prompts and then hit generate video so you can create your faceless videos. Or if you're new to this video creation style, it has a workflow section where you can simply select the type of video you want to create and fill in the blanks, which will then generate a prompt for you, saving you the time in figuring out how to create a prompt. Though I have many videos on my channel for some master prompts. So because of how straightforward and easy as well as diverse this interface is, I would go ahead to give it 3 points for that. Coming on over to Fliki, this is pretty much its homepage. In order to actually get to the AI video creation section, once on the homepage, you have to come to where it says create a new file. Then you need to name it. So I'll just go ahead to name it test. And then over here, you'd want to say you want to start with an idea and then hit submit. Then it's going to take you to this section where you can now begin prompting the type of video you want to be created. Where you can now adjust the timing and some other aspects of your video. It has a sleek interface and it is pretty straightforward. Just because you have to do a bit of searching for this section, I would have to go ahead and give it a 2. The next tool is Lucas AI. Once you have opened up this tool, it is going to take you straight to this section where you can then describe the video you'd like to create, tell it the length of the video, and hit continue. Very slick and straight to the point. You could just come right in and begin prompting. Because of this, I'm going to go ahead and give Lucas a 3. Next on the list is Kapwing. When you come over to Kapwing's homepage, this is what you see. In order to create the AI video, you have to come over here where it says create. Then it's going to take you to this section. You can click over here and then find which one you want. So it's say create a video about. Then it's going to open this page. Now you could give it a prompt. It also gives you a sample so you could see how to prompt. You can easily select the sizes, the voices, subtitles, duration. So I'll have to go ahead to also give it 3 points. The next tool is Flexclip. Once on Flexclip, it's going to take you to the home page where you want to simply click onto where it says create a video, select 16:9. Then it's going to take you to this page. Once on this page, to the side here, you want to go where it says tools, and then you want to click AI video generator, text to video. You have this nice little area to use where you can then ask it a prompt idea. It shows you some simple examples, and then you could add in the type of subtitles you want. It doesn't show as many options as the others. As you can see, they have a lot more features, so I'd have to go ahead and give it a 2. Last but not least is Vidnoz. Once you come on over to Vidnoz and you're logged into your account, you need to come over here to where it says free AI tools, and then you'd go to where it says AI text to video. Then it's going to take you to this page where you can now add in your prompts. Again, we could see try an example. Then you could adjust the background, subtitles, voiceover, and create. Very to the point, sleek looking. This one gave way more options than Flexclip once again, so I'll have to go ahead to give it a 2. Flexclip, I'm gonna have to give it 1, just simply because it didn't have as many options as all the other tools do. So that is our ranking for just the way the site looks and the ease of use of it. The second area we want to judge these tools on is their prompting ability. We're going to judge them on how long they take to actually generate the video from the prompt and how well that they could actually understand the prompt. And I know some of you may be thinking, Monique, but you could actually be biased. No, I can't, because to ensure that I'm not biased with this, what I am going to do is come on over to ChatGPT, and then I'm going to ask it for this prompt. Generate me a prompt for a text-to-video AI tool to create an engaging and curiosity-driven YouTube video about evolution of Earth. This way, ChatGPT is now going to actually generate the prompt that I'm going to ask each of these tools to ensure that the test is accurate. Hence, I cannot be biased at all. So now that it's given me this prompt and a bit of a description, what I'm going to do is copy this prompt, come on over to a blank Google Doc, and I'm simply going to paste it in. So from here, all I'm going to do is add in the word 1 minute so that there is a timing. So now let's get into the testing. So for this section, we're going to be measuring how long it takes to create the video from beginning to actually having the video done, if you're doing it as quick as possible, and how easy it is to actually go about creating the video. The first tool I'm going to come across is Invideo AI. Now I have my stopwatch ready. I'm going to see how much time it actually takes me to create the video, starting now. Start. So now I'm going to simply paste in the prompt, and then I'm going to hit generate video. Now it's going to go ahead to analyze my prompt. Now it gives us this other option where we can further explain what we want our video to be like. So say curious minds, we want it to look and feel crisp, and for YouTube, and hit continue. Now it's actually going to begin generating the video. As you can see, it took us 1 minute and 3 seconds for Invideo to create this complete video from the moment I started to the end, and it was very easy to do so. That's quite impressive. Because of this, I think I'm going to go ahead and give Invideo free points. Now we're on to tool number 2, Fliki. Being on this page, I'm about to start the time. Begin. Okay, so now we're going to go ahead to paste it in right away. First thing, it cannot take in the entire script. As you can see, it stops after the word remarkable. So it has a limit on the number of words it can get. Now we could set the time for 1 minute. We want stock media. We can add also headings. Submit. Now it's processing. And now it's done. 1 minute and 11 seconds. That was actually really quickly. The only thing is that it cut off some of the words, which can be a bit of a downfall if you want to be very specific in how you want your videos to be created, because you do know the more specific you can get with your prompt, the better your video is, the least amount of editing you have to do, saving yourself time down the line. So because of this, I'm going to have to go ahead and give Fliki a 2. Now it's time for tool number 3, Fliki Ai. So let's go ahead and start the timer. Okay, so now let's go. We're gonna go ahead and paste in the prompt. It takes in the whole prompt. That's perfect. We can set the timer to over a minute to 1 minute 20. Hit continue. We're already 1 minute and 20 seconds in, and it's given us more settings to choose from. We'll just say the close button is no. Make sure we have the 16:9 ratio and hit create video. Now let's see how much more time it's gonna take again. So far, this one is actually really slow in comparison to the speeds of the other two. As it's creating the video, what I do like though, it gives us this section where it organizes the video in different content sections, and you can choose whether you want this to be in or not into the video. So I think this is definitely a plus. And 4 minutes and 30 seconds later, the video is created. That is the slowest one of the day. We're gonna have to go ahead and give Lucas a 1. Now let's move on to tool number 4, Kapwing. Let's reset the timer and hit start. So now we're going to go ahead and simply paste in the prompt. Okay, it used the whole prompt. We're going to select 16:9. It lets us choose our voice from here. So we're going to just say English, female. We're just going to say pop art style. We could use that. We want it to be 1 minute long. And now let's just hit generate video. Now let's see how long this one's going to take. 1 minute and 7 seconds. That was actually really quickly yet again. My only thing is I specifically asked it for a 1 minute video, and it went ahead and gave us a 45-second one. Typically, whenever you ask these other tools, they tend to give you a bit longer of a video. This is the only one that gave us less, which is never great. Less is never better than more, but it was very fast and efficient. So because of this, we're going to go ahead to give it a 2. Now moving on to tool number 5, Flexclip. Let's see how long this takes as well. Start the timer. Let's go ahead and paste in the prompt. It uses the whole prompt. We're going to just say we just want regular subtitles. So over here, I'm going to put in 60 seconds. Plus we do have it in this title here, but it's okay. We're going to go ahead to hit generate. Now it's going to go ahead to generate our video. Now it takes us to this page where we can see all the media and scripts it's given us, so we could edit from here, but I'll choose not to. I'm simply going to click add to timeline. Now as you can see, our video is complete. Hit stop. 1 minute and 42 seconds. Not bad, but also not that great compared to we have things touching up to 1 minute. I would go ahead to give it a 2. And last but not least is Vidnoz AI. Timer is ready. Hit start. Now let's go ahead and paste in the prompt. It all fits, which is quite perfect. Now we could go ahead to select more. So we do want some background music. We'll say happy, subtitles, show, voiceover enable. We're going to choose for the voiceover a woman, and we're going to choose a clear American voice and hit generate video. The actual selecting of this was actually very straightforward, which was very good. So now let's see how long it's going to take to create this. We have 2 minutes and 15 seconds, which is not too bad, but it's not the best. And again, it gave us less time than we asked for. We asked for a minute. Going less than that is not a great thing, so we have to go ahead to give it a 2. Aside from having a great and easy to use interface or being able to generate quickly and actually understand the prompts, it all comes down to the video they create. Are these videos actually good, or are they just not that great? So for this section, this is the results comparison, where I will be taking a look at each of these results that we have been given here. We'll be comparing them and how human-like does the audio sound. Did it actually listen to what we wanted from the prompt and created a good video about that? Is the flow of the video good? Is the editing engaging? And did it use accurate and relevant stock footage? And this is all just off of one pretty vague prompt. So just on the list is Invideo. Let's see how it did.
In the blink of an eye, in the grand cosmic calendar, a planet was born. Earth, a celestial body forged in the heart of a primordial nebula, spinning through the darkness of space. Volatile and barren at first, but destined for greatness. For billions of years, Earth morphed and transformed, its fiery heart sculpting a world of mountains, oceans, and landscapes of unimaginable beauty. From beneath the surface, life emerged, single-celled organisms that began the dance of evolution.
I'm sorry, that was amazing. I'm actually really impressed with how this video came out, and it was very engaging. But we do need to rank it in specific categories. First things first, when it came to the audio, sounded amazing. It didn't sound robotic at all, so that's a great job. Adherence to the prompt, it followed the prompt to the T, and it's incorporated that in a smooth flow of the video, starting from the very beginning with an engaging hook and ending with a great outro, which actually was following that same hook. The editing quality was really good, especially with the background music that really came into play of the mood of the video, and the stock footage was on par. This was a really well made video, so because of that, I'm going to have to give it a 3-point rank. Now it's time for the second tool, Fliki. Let's see the quality of the video it produced.
Exploring Earth's epic evolution, a journey through time. Imagine a world billions of years ago, a molten sphere in space, beginning its extraordinary journey of transformation. Fast forward, and the planet.
Wow, that video was actually really good. It came off very strong with the music and the hook. We need to rank it very specifically. In regards to the audio, the voiceover was actually really good, but there were certain parts of the video where you could tell that it was a robot because the voice actually glitched. It followed the prompt to the T, and the flow of the video was actually really well done. The editing quality was actually surprisingly really good. The only thing was the positioning of the text came off a little bit unprofessional because it was just flown all across the video, which could turn a viewer a bit of away just because of that. And then lastly, the accuracy of the stock footage was not the best. Some of the stock footage had a completely different vibe from what we were going for, as it started off great with aspects of the world, but then at some point it showed a video of toy dinosaurs and a kid. That was not really on par with the theme of that video. But besides that, the video was really well put together, so I would go ahead and place it in a 2, a high 2 though. Now it's on to results number 3 from the Fliki Ai. It's given us 4 different options, so I guess we'll go ahead to choose the first option it's given us, and let's see what that looks like.
4.5 billion years ago, as Earth starts to form from a cloud of cosmic dust and gas. Earth's early years were incredibly violent, with constant asteroid impacts shaping the young planet's hot surface. From this chaos, the first primitive life forms emerged in the ancient oceans nearly 4 billion years ago.
Oh wow, okay. That result was actually really good. I actually like this as well. Let's get down to the specifics. The audio sound was actually pretty good. It didn't glitch out at any point. It was really steady and it doesn't sound really robotic, so I'm gonna give that a good job. The adherence to the prompt, it followed the prompt really well and gave us some really good information within this video as well. The flow of the video was well done as well. It actually ended this video super engaging. Accuracy of the stock footage was also really great. My only thing is that it didn't really have any stock videos, which adds more value to the video, but then it compensated that with the extreme editing. So because of this, I'm going to go ahead to give it a 3. It actually was really good. Now it's on to tool number 4, Kapwing. Let's see what this tool has for us.
Incredible journey of Earth's evolution in this captivating YouTube video. Witness the awe-inspiring transformation of our planet from its ancient beginnings to the vibrant ecosystems and fascinating creatures that exist today. Journey through time as you uncover the geological change.
I had to pause it right here. Why is there space on the side of this? That is a major no.
Of Earth's evolution. Come, embark on this journey and discover the wonders that our planet holds.
Wow. Is this in beta? This has to be in beta. This generated a trailer for the video rather than the actual video. That did not follow that prompt whatsoever. Let's get down to the judgment. That voice was completely robotic. I would never use that on a Faceless channel. That was not good at all. The editing quality was also not that great at all. Seemed like something that you would get from an AI tool just by looking at it. The accuracy of the stock footage and the usage was also not great. The results of this video was just really underwhelming compared to all the other results we've seen so far. Because of this, I'm going to have to go ahead and give it a 1. Now it's time for tool number 5, Flexclip. Let's see what this tool has generated for us. It's actually ironic how it mentioned the web of life on Earth and it shows a picture of the web. Okay, that was something as well. Let's go into talking about the results. So audio sound, there was none, which is very unfortunate considering every other tool did, and in video I didn't even ask for a specific voiceover, but it at least gave one. This tool gave nothing. It did pretty much follow the prompt to an extent. The flow of the video was also okay. Background music was super loud and not really in sync with what the video was about. Editing quality was super underwhelming, especially considering it just dropped the text on screen like that. It might as well had no text overall, but then there would be nothing, no substance to the video. And when it comes to the accuracy of the stock footage, it did really bad. It took some stuff too literal. I'm just going to go ahead and vote for it and give it a 1. And now it's time for the final 2 results, Vidnoz. Let's see what this one has for us.
Welcome to Earth's incredible evolution. From primordial beginnings, witness the awe-inspiring spectacle of volcanic eruptions, the mesmerizing sight of oceans teeming with vibrant and diverse life, and timeless moments of profound significance in biological evolution.
Okay, that was also good. I mean, let's just get down to the judgment. Audio sound was okay. It was on that lower end of realistic to robotic, so it was mid-range. I wouldn't completely turn away, but it definitely was on par with some of the other great audios we've heard. It followed the prompts really well. I think a little bit too literal. It didn't seem like it really used any other storytelling or tried to make a flow. It pretty much just followed the prompt exactly and just gave us facts, gave us the information. Hence, it was a little bit not that engaging for what I would be looking for in a faceless YouTube video. The editing quality was also underwhelming. If you notice, it just pretty much showed a little bit of text on screen and maybe added in a few stock footage, which was also not that accurate to pretty much anything that was really happening. But overall, it had an audio which Flexclip didn't, and it also gave us pretty decent looking stock footage rather than stuff with the sides not showing. So I would say it definitely isn't the lowest one we've seen for today. So I would go ahead and give it a 2, and that would have to be my ranking for the results. And I know what you're thinking, Monique, you're judging these tools way too hard for a ChatGPT prompt that you didn't even put thought into. I know, okay? Which is why now I'm gonna give them the chance to redeem themselves, each and every last one of them, because we're gonna judge them on their editing capabilities. And essentially, what we're going to see is how easy it is to edit and make changes to the videos we already created, and how much editing that we can do in order to make these videos better. But again, I am keeping everything simple because the whole point of these tools for ease of use and for a complete beginner to be able to do these things. So the first tool we have is Invideo Ai. We saw the video it made, it was very well done. But let's just say we wanted to edit this. How can we go about editing it? Well, first things first, if you didn't like this video at all and you wanted to regenerate it, you can actually regenerate this entire video by clicking where it says regenerate, clicking over here where it says regenerate, and then selecting other aspects on how you would want the video to be regenerated, maybe for a different audience, maybe a different look and feel, or you can go as far as even editing your prompt to now have it regenerate the video. But what if you don't want to edit the entire video? Maybe you just want to edit certain aspects of it. Well, that is why this tiny little text box is here. For example, let's say we wanted to add subtitles to this video. I can go ahead to ask it something like this: add word by word subtitles where the current spoken word is in blue, and hit generate. And with my hands to my sides, it's going to go ahead and edit the video for me based upon how I asked. Now let's see what it came up with.
In the blink of an eye, in the grand cosmic calendar.
We're already making this video more engaging in a couple seconds. That's one example of how you can edit it. Another thing we could ask it to do is this. We could tell it to make media pacing be very fast. So rather than changing medias very slowly, like every 10, every 8 seconds, it's going to now change media very quickly, like every 4, 5, 6, or even 7 seconds. So now the media changes every 5 seconds, which makes this video way more engaging than it was previously. And you continue to edit your video by simply telling it what to change and how to change it, and it will listen. Doesn't really get better than this when it comes to editing. But let's just say you don't like this and you want to be able to manually do things. It also provides you with that option as well. All you need to do is click where it says edit, and over here you can go through all the media that it has selected. And if you want to change the media, for example this one, all you need to do is come over to the bottom here and search for the media you want. And then in order to replace it, it's as simple as clicking on the one you want to replace with. As you can see, it's now placed over, and then hit apply changes. If you want to change the script, it's a similar process. You come to where it says edit, you click edit scripts, and then you can easily type in whatever you want to add into your script or delete whatever you want to remove, and then simply hit apply changes. And that's how versatile and easy it is to edit with Invideo. You can edit manually or you can continue prompting your way to editing. And because of this, I without a doubt have to give it 3 out of 3, even a high 3, because that is quite excellent. Now it's also the second tool, which is Fliki. Now when it comes to editing with Fliki, it's more on the manual side of things. If you want to change something from the script, it's very straightforward. You simply click onto this section. It's going to open up this box where you can now edit, and then you could simply type in something you want to add to your script or even remove something that you don't like. If you want to now change the media, you'd simply click onto the one that's currently there. It's going to open this page where you can then add in a video, images, GIFs, or you could even have it generate to you an image or video to add into your scene. So let's just say you wanted something like a sphere. We could go ahead to search that and then simply click onto the one you want and then click play. It's going to take a little bit of seconds to add it into your scene. And as you can see, it has now added it into your video. If you didn't want to choose your own image, you could also click auto pick, and then it would go ahead to randomly select an image or video to use within your video. That's how pretty straightforward it is to edit your scenes with this. If you wanted to add some new scenes, you could simply click onto these buttons here to add in a new scene, and then you can go ahead and add in the voiceover, the scripts, the media. If you wanted it to auto generate a new scene randomly, you can click auto generate over here and it would go ahead to do so. And if you also wanted to change the background music, you'd come right here to the top, click onto the background music, and then choose a different sound that you would prefer. If you wanted to change the timing of the stock footage, you'd click where it says settings, and then you would add in a gap between stock footage, so 5, 4, 3 seconds. You can add in a fade in, a fade outs, and then there's obviously more editing you can do, but you get the point. It's pretty straightforward and manual. So in terms of ranking, I have to give it a 2. The reason why I cannot give it a 3 because it just doesn't have this text to editing feature. Now it's time for the third tool, which is Fliki Ai. In order to edit this, what you'd want to do is come over to the bottom here and click where it says edit video. Then it's going to open this box on the side where you can then edit the video. And as you can see, you can change the color palette if you would like. Then you could change the language of your video as well as a different narrator for your video. You could change the background music, and then to change the headings of the text, for example, this we see here, you simply want to delete it and you could type in something else if you wanted to, or you could simply add in something extra if you wanted to as well. Same goes for the narration, which is the voiceover. If you wanted to change something, you simply can delete it, add something else, or if you wanted to, you can add in your own voiceover narration. Now when it comes to changing the media of the video, in order to change it, you'd click where it says change media, and then you could simply search for something in this text box here, for example earth, and then click plus to replace the media that's currently there, or you can create an image using AI or upload your own media. And that's pretty much all you can do when it comes to editing on Lucas. There is not much to it, and again, it's also manual editing. I just wish that there was more in regards to what you can edit. We're going to go ahead and give Lucas a 2. Let's keep moving on to the next tool. Now for the next tool, we have Kapwing, the tool which gave us the very robotic sounding audio, gave us a trailer for a video rather than an actual video. Do we have to even edit this? I mean, the quality is already not great, so I wouldn't even use this to begin with. I wouldn't go on to the next step. But let's just say if you really wanted to, in order to edit it, you would want to click onto the icons on the side over here. So if you wanted to edit the subtitles of the video, you simply click where it says subtitles, and then in order to change something, all you'd have to do is simply click onto it, delete it, write in something new, and then it will go ahead to change the transcription. If you wanted to edit some more audio, you can come over to where it says audio, click where it says text to speech, type in some new text, add in the settings so that you can add it into your video. But again, you might not want to be making a video with this voice. And then lastly, when it comes to changing the media on this, you'd want to come on over to where it says videos or images, and then you'll go ahead to search for what you want. So it has a space scene here. Let's just search for another space scene, and then something like, for example, this one, you'd click onto it and then drag and drop it onto the image that you'd want to replace, and just like that, it replaces it nice and easy. There is more editing that you could do with this tool, but as you can see, it is once again manual editing. Would I give Kapwing? I'd give it a 2. If I had to judge it as overall, I would give it a 1 again, but it is okay with editing, so let's be fair and give it a 2. Now we have Flexclip, the video which gave us no voiceover. Hold on now, that doesn't mean it's the end of the world. We can add in a voiceover, right? We must be able to. Well, in order to add in a voiceover, you'd want to come on over to where it says subtitles, and then you want to click subtitle to speech, and then over here, you can then choose the type of language you want, the voice, and then edit a bit more voice settings, and then hit generate. As you can see, the unfortunate thing is it doesn't even let you generate a voiceover voiceover for free, which does put it lower than all the other tools because every other tool we've done before at least lets you generate the voiceover and hear it, and that's fine, you can't. So now if you want to edit the actual text, what you can do is click onto it, click onto this box in here, and then you could simply delete anything or add in whatever you want and then edit it from here. I wish it allowed you to simply edit it from the subtitles section, but it doesn't let me do that. But again, that's fine, we can't have it all. Or we can with other tools. When it comes to editing the actual media and changing it, in order to do this, you'd come on over to where it says videos or images, choose whichever you prefer, and then you'd search for what you want. So in this case, let's just say ecosystems. And then once you find the media you'd want, you'd simply want to click onto it and drag it and drop it onto the one you'd want to use. And as you could see again, it doesn't even let us drag in the image for free, but that's how you'd want to do it. I'm starting to notice that this tool is very limited, and then there are more editing you could do. You could explore this if you would want, but when it comes to ranking its editing capabilities, there was not much you could do. So for me, I would have to go ahead to give Flexclip a 1. Now onto the final tool, which is Vidnoz. How can you edit with this tool? Well, like this. If you wanted to edit the prompt, then what you do is click onto the prompt that you already added in. You'd simply delete to change anything else, add something else in, and then you can also now edit the basic information once again. You could change the background music, subtitle settings, voiceover, and the voiceover settings as well. And once you've done that, all you'd have to do is click generate to generate a new video. And that's pretty much all I could see for its editing. To me, that is not enough. It's simply like regenerating the video. So because of this, I would have to go ahead to give it a 1, simply because there is not much you could do in regards to editing. And that is my rankings for the editing of these tools. They were all great. It's just a text to editing feature. I don't think any of these tools are on par with this yet. They're all stuck with manual editing, so they can't be on the same level. Now the last area that I want to judge these tools on are their downloading capability. And that's just pretty much how easy it is to download using these tools and how much you can expect to pay when it comes to actually using these tools. And if I think it's worth it based upon all these other factors that we found out today. So the first tool we have is Invideo Ai. When it comes to downloading your video, all you want to do is click onto where it says export, click export video, select your desired settings, make sure it's 1080p because that is what's required for YouTube, and then click continue. Then it's going to go ahead to render your video, and then you can download it to your computer. Now a very important question is, how much does this cost? Well, you can actually use this tool and download your videos for completely free if you would like to get started and test it out with this, though I do recommend when you want to upgrade to the plus plan, which is a plan that I use, and it gives you a lot more benefits as well as no watermarks and no Invideo branding. And if you're really serious, you can get the max plan, which is $60 a month, and as you can see, it gives you way more benefits. For me, just for $25 a month, for the quality you actually get from this tool, this seems like nothing at all. So in regards to my rating, I would have to go ahead to give it a 3. Easy to download and really good pricing options. Now when it comes to the second tool, which is Fliki Ai, in order to download your video, what you'd want to do is click where it says download. It's going to ask you to render your file, and then once it's rendered, you can click download, and then it's going to be downloaded to your PC. Well, the important question, how much does this cost? When it comes to the pricing of Fliki, you do get a free plan which allows you to have enough to at least try it out and then have some exports. But now when you have to subscribe to it, it's going to cost you $28 a month for the standard plan and $88 a month for the premium plan. It does give you a good range of features. My only thing is for the $28 a month, the quality was not as good as Invideo's quality. So for having a more expensive price point, I don't know about that one. So because of this, I'll have to go ahead to give it a 2. The third tool is Lucas AI. If you do want to download something from Lucas AI, you do have to pay $5, as you could see here. Now, that's the only pricing it has to even download it, so you can't download it without that. So based on this pricing, I would have to actually go ahead to give it a 1, just simply because I don't agree with platforms that charge you per something, especially when it comes to video creation. I think I would rather be able to get more out of a smaller subscription than have to pay for every single video I want to download. Now for tool number 4, which is Kapwing. In order to download this, you'd want to click onto where it says download over here, and then you can click export project. Ensure that you have your desired settings selected, and then export as an MP4. And as you can see, it's going to charge you $24 to be able to even download the video. And if you want the business plan, that's going to cost you $64 a month. From the extremely AI sounding voice to the not following of the prompt to not even be able to download a free version of my video is not a great thing for them. Unfortunately, I'm going to have to give it a 1. Next tool is Flexclip. In order to download your video from Flexclip, what you'd want to do is click where it says export, and then you could click on the shiny settings under here which says export the video for free, and you could click onto it. Then it's going to go ahead and render and then download your video. So you do get a free version. It just has a watermark, which is expected. But how much will it cost to actually download with this? It's going to cost you $15.99 for the plus plan or $23.99 for the business plan. Because of this pricing and its ease of download, I'll go ahead to give it a 2, simply because though the editing and the results weren't that great, the pricing is okay, but I don't even know what the voiceovers would sound like, what anything else would sound like, just because of the limited editing. So I don't even know if you do get this, if it will be great sounding. So okay, so maybe I should give it a 1. And last but not least, we have Vidnoz. When it comes to downloading this, all you'd want to do is click onto where it says download, and then it's going to take you to this page where from here you can click download, and then it's going to be downloaded to your computer. Pretty easy and straightforward. But if you wanted to upgrade to this, how much does it cost? It's going to cost you $99 a month for this tool. You can come down to 10 minutes a month, but that's only going to give you probably 1 video or 2 videos. You don't really want that. You would typically want at least $50. So for $99 without the capability to even edit your video again, and for the full amount on a business plan, $500, I feel like this one gets pretty expensive. So because of this, I'm going to have to go ahead to give it a 1. And that's pretty much it. Now we have all of these results done. Now we need to figure out, okay, which one comes in first place, second place, and in third place. In order to figure this out, I'm going to go ahead and tally all the points for all the individual tools for how they performed and see what the rankings are. Now the results are in. Are you ready for them? But hold on yet. I just want to make a note of something. This is all based upon my opinion using these tools. So this is not the only opinion, but this is mine based upon my ranking system. Third place with 9 out of 15 points, we have Kapwing. In second place, we actually have a tie for 10 points each. We have Fliki and Lucas. And in first place for 15 out of 15 points, we have Invideo Ai. And these are the results based upon my ranking, based upon my testing and using these tools. And keep in mind that these tools are supposed to make it easy for somebody with no experience, for a beginner, or even people who are highly experienced to be able to create faceless videos for their YouTube channels, whether it be 100% using these tools or just using these tools to better their current workflow. So now you've saved yourself hours and hours of testing and research. You've seen it all right in front of your eyes, and you could see which ones would be better for you to actually spend time in testing out to see if it's right for you. You will also be able to find all the links for these tools in the description of this video below. And hold on now, don't you click off yet, because if you want to learn more from me, which you probably should, then you need to check out this other video on my channel.